Hello and welcome. You're watching India.com Z with Jigyasa Sahai. And today we are in conversation with the very talented and bold lawyer, Sana Raees Khan. Welcome, Sana.
Hi.
Thank you so much for agreeing for this conversation. I'm really looking forward to have, this insightful conversation with you. Like I said, that you are so experienced, so bold and just out there. So, I hope we have that woman to woman heartfelt conversation here.
Looking forward to it. Try.
That's right. So, I got to know that you are about to start your new venture, new legal firm, SRK, SRK firm. So, legals, yes. So, can you just tell us about that?
Yes, SRK Legal, full form of it is Sana Raees Khan.
Yeah.
This firm will deal with several branches of law. It's not just limited to criminal law. Like how I'm well-known. I'm a well-known criminal lawyer because of the sensationalized and so many well-known cases that I've done. They've got attention, media limelight because they were criminal, but they're criminal cases. But then I of course deal with several other branches of law. My expertise also lies in civil cases, property cases, intellectual property rights, and NCLT arbitration. So now my firm is diversifying and expanding into all several branches of law with an effective team. It would be like a boutique law firm.
Oh, that's great. That's absolutely wonderful. Sana, to start from where it started with you, with law. So, if you could recount wo experience, the first time when you entered the courtroom and it was your first case, how was that moment for you?
See, first time I entered the courtroom, I entered actually as an intern. The moment I passed out, I did my 5 years LLB course and then I did my master's. And while I was doing my master's, I did an internship for about only hardly 4-5 months under a lawyer.
Okay.
But I made it very clear to him. I said I don't want any salary. I don't want to be a salaried person ever. Don't pay me salary. I'll just do internship. And the moment I feel that okay, I've learned enough, I'll start my own. I want my paycheck based on my own merit on the case that I actually am able to deliver to a client in a case, and then. So then I worked for about 4-5 months as an intern, and then immediately I just started on my own, which doesn't happen so easily in this profession because when I joined also I was told by several people, there were opinions that okay, first of all you don't even go into criminal law because it's so tough. It's not for girls. Dude, please, you're pretty. You can do corporate. You don't get into criminal and all. I mean, you won't be able to deal with the criminals. And then there are so many threats and all that you'll be subjected to time and again. So why would you want to risk your life? But I've always believed in following my own intuition and gut, and that's how I started out. In fact, me starting out on my own without seeking any help from my father, who's also a successful criminal lawyer. I started out my own individual practice without seeking any help from him.
So, speaking about your cases and everything, अगर मैं को पूछना हो तो कोई एक case, which changed you completely?
ऐसा कोई एक पर्टिकुलर केस तो नहीं है जो चेंज मी कम्प्लीटली, बट जैसे जो प्रोफाउंडली बहुत अफेक्ट हुआ मुझे इज वन एनकाउंटर केस, हरियाणा एनकाउंटर मैटर, जिसमें she was a very young girl when she went behind the bars. She was hardly 18 and then she was there for quite a long time. She was incarcerated and she approached me with the case. तो फिर वो बहुत टाइम से अंदर थी, उनके बहुत के लॉयर्स के पास वो घूम उनके केसेस जा चुके थे और काफ़ी हाई कोर्ट में रिजेक्ट हो ही चुका था. And फिर एक बार when she approached me, so then I meticulously researched on it and then I ensured that I had to get her out. मैंने उनको बाहर निकाला. The moment she was out, she's so smiling and she's telling me that I owe the second life to you. It's because of you that I actually got the second life. I'm so happy because she was inside for quite a long time. Then she came out and she was telling me she also wanted to pursue law. वो भी lawyer बनना चाहती थी. उन्होंने भी ऐसा, मतलब उसको देख के I was really feeling hopeful about her future, her career. And then next thing in a couple of months I came to know that she was murdered. उनका murder हो गया. तो उस चीज़ से मैं actually बहुत affect हुई थी because it's not easy for me. I mean, just like how I told you, I deal with so many cases. I'm a very strong-headed person. But something like to witness something like this, it's not easy to absorb and for you to even comprehend something like this happening. For a while, of course, I was in a state of shock, and I was not even, working for 2-3 days after hearing about this incident. I was actually shocked, and then I was a bit disturbed also because मैंने एक्चुअली बहुत करीब से उसको देखा, पहचाना था, मैंने
किसी के साथ जब आप इतना क्लोजली काम करो and if something like that happens, so it actually affects, you know, no matter where you are at that point. But ये तो है.
When I was dealing with this case, I was getting threat calls, in fact. I used to get threat calls that don't handle this case. अगर आप ये case करोगे आगे तो अपनी जान गवा बैठोगे, आप जान से हाथ धो बैठोगे. So that time I was being subjected to constant threat calls, but I never got deterred by it because as I told you, that if I have taken up a case, I'm a very responsible professional. If I have taken up a case, no matter what, I'm not going to get deterred. Especially these threats would be the last thing to ever bother me.
Yeah, you know, I was coming to that. You know, being in criminal law, dealing with that can be, you know, ऐसा कभी like you said कि आपको आते हैं, but how do you deal with it? You know, when it maybe comes to your family, what if they, you know, threat your family, your near and dear ones? So how do you deal with that?
Mashallah, say my family is my strength and my weakness also. But even I come from a very educated family of lawyers. My father himself is a successful lawyer. My brother is also a lawyer. So they're all lawyers. They know how to deal.
How it goes, yeah.
My mom, so far as my mom is concerned, she's a housewife and she's a very soft, nice woman. Yeah. But ऐसे माशाल्लाह से ऐसा कभी कोई threat मेरी family को लेके नहीं आया. But my father's also experienced this in his career also. He's also used to it. He's also handled most complicated cases in his life. So he's aware of it. He's used to it. But of course, he's not used to his daughter being subject to these threats. So he was very apprehensive initially. Yeah. He was also into mind whether I should even continue doing this. But when he saw that, okay, my daughter is so bold.
She got this. She'll do it. Yeah.
वो कर लेगी, वो handle manage कर सकती है, कर लेगी. Because you know, I believe that everything depends upon the way you handle things. Because you know, life is about 90% what happens, 10% what happens to you, and 90% how you react to it and how you handle it. Honestly, I feel.
So, you know, just like you mentioned, ki you have been dealing with such heavy cases, such important and big cases, like the Aryan Khan case, to name one of them. So, how was that for you? Like, do you think ki logo ko actually pata chala ki how exactly you were involved? What exactly was your role in that, in the case?
हाँ, absolutely. Because मेरा ये हुआ है कि जब ये केस मेरे पास आया था, 3 साल जो इनमें co-accused थे आर्यन खान केस में, तो जब when he approached me that time, everybody was behind the bars. Honestly, वो मेरे पास बहुत late आए थे in fact. अच्छा. बाकी सब काफी co-accused का bail already reject हो चुका था और जब ये आए मेरे पास तब तक इन्होंने bail डाला भी नहीं था. तो मैं in fact काफी मेरी late entry हुई थी इस case में. But the moment he approached me, of course, I was hearing about the case on news channels and all, but I did not really. Since I'm so occupied myself, I have a busy schedule.
Of course.
So I'm occupied with my own cases, so I never really paid so much heed up to the case. But the moment I got the client from that particular case, I went through the case files. जब मैंने पढ़ा, मुझे लगा कि okay, then I had my own strategy towards the case, my own set of argument. मेरे लिए चैलेंजिंग ये हो गया था कि जिस दिन आज मेरी सपोज आर्ग्यूमेंट है तो कल आर्यन खान की बेल रिजेक्ट हो चुकी है सेम कोर्ट में और नेक्स्ट डे मेरा आर्ग्यूमेंट है, मेरा आज का केस था अरविंद साहब को, तो सब लोग मुझे बोले थे अभी आप रुक जाओ, अभी मत करो, पहले उनका हो जाने दो, लेट देम गो टू हाई कोर्ट, यू वेट फॉर अ व्हाइल, यू डोंट अप्लाई राइट नाउ, आप मत करो अभी, you let him get bail and then later on we rely on that order. But that's not how I am, honestly. मैं ऐसी नहीं हूँ कि मैं किसी का मैं वेट करूँ दूसरों के ऑर्डर के लिए. I know I'm quite confident about my own capabilities. So that time I decided no, I'm not going to wait no matter what. आखिर क्या होगा ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा I'll present my argument. If it doesn't work out, I'll approach the high court or whatever it is. But I'll definitely not wait. So next day when जब मेरा argument रखा गया तो मैंने जब मेरा matter था for bail hearing, so I argued it out. और फिर मैंने सारे points रखे, सब कुछ बताया, अपने सारे submissions रखे. And then you know his bail was allowed. जो सबसे first वो थे जिनको bail मिली. And of course that helped break the chain of conspiracy because section 21 of the NDPS Act, which is also applied in the case, that is the most I mean वो सबसे serious section था because of that link, you know, वजह से सब लोग पे बहुत serious charges of conspiracy बार-बार दिखाया जा रहा था कि सब conspiracy के part है, तो इसमें हर each and every client's case became absolutely difficult, and to even get a single person out also was a nerve-wracking task that time. So the moment this thing happened and then he came out, it was like a moment of not just relief for him, but even for the other co-accused. It became easier for others also now to get bail because one person is out, that of course that
helps.
That chain gets destroyed, and then that ultimately helped the other co-accused also. You know, that
yeah.
So somehow that actually was a
big relief, and a big thing to break and move towards justice.
Absolutely.
So Sana, आपने case बहुत closely you have worked with it and you have seen in the ins and outs जो भी है, you must be aware about it. So according to you, do you think that Aryan Khan sort of paid the price of being son of Shah Rukh Khan, such a big star?
I don't just think, I absolutely believe so, because I even in my submissions also before the court, one of my important submissions was this only, that just because this case is sensationalized because of one particular personality, now this case has become so huge only because the kind of attention the media is, of course, it's getting because of the media. Now it's making the life of each individual worse now, because वो सब youth है, हमारे country का future है, ये सारे youth, अगर हम इनको ही बस एक hype के वजह से बंद रखें, we just keep them languishing and let them rot and behind the bars in the company of hardened criminals. What is the future of our society? These are all first-time offenders. Even as per the case, ये सब first-time offenders थे. इनके ऊपर पहले कभी कोई case नहीं था. ये सारे जो थे, आप उनको रखो, 10 दिन रखो. I'm telling you, 1 दिन, 2 दिन, 3 दिन, आप एक ऐसे environment में रहोगे, ऐसे company में जहाँ आस-पास आपके सब लोग criminals हैं, gangsters हैं, वो तो automatically, of course, ये आपकी personality पे भी affect करेगा. और कहीं ना कहीं आप अच्छे भी हो तो आप hardened criminal बन के बाहर निकलोगे. आप नहीं भी रहोगे ना, कल को आप criminal बन जाओगे. So that is why reformative approach is absolutely essential. Is what I believe in, rather than deterrent. हमेशा एक reformative approach भी रखना चाहिए हमें society की तरफ कि हाँ ठीक है, अगर no possession, small possession, ये ऐसा नहीं है यहाँ पे no possession, small possession, youth है, young लोग हैं और वो लोग सड़ रहे हैं काफी लंबे टाइम तक. Why? They are not just him. Everybody was paying the price for it actually, not just Aryan. Everybody was paying the price for it. And I'm very happy कि later on actually the case was exposed in a way कि बाद में सब जितने loopholes थे सब कुछ सामने है. इनफैक्ट इवन अबाउट समीर वांकेड़े जो है, सब चीज़ बाहर है, सब चीज़ सामने है. बाद में truth ultimately unravels. For how long can you actually keep things suppressed? Ultimately, investigation, not just Aryan Khan. In fact, even my client got clean chit in the case. Even Aveen Sahu, he got a clean chit in this case. But then I raised a question to the effect that will you guys be able to ever compensate him for the days that he was incarcerated? उसकी वो जो image tarnish हुई है कि आप कभी जिंदगी में उसके वो restore कर सकते हो, या will you be able to get him that those many days ever back? नहीं ना, वो clean chit दे दिया, but that mental trauma, who will pay for it?
Yes,
that's how it is.
That's true. Like ऐसे instances के बाद there's a lot of, it takes a heavy toll on you mentally, and वो it is beyond our comprehension also at times.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. ये तो है. And coming and you are dealing with such cases day in day out. You also were there for the Indrani case. So जो मैं ये आपसे पूछना चाहूँगी कि इस पे जो recently जो documentary जो बनी थी, have you watched it?
I am a part of the documentary, of course.
So उसपे according to you, like honestly, how do you think कि was it कितने सही तरीके से उस चीज को दिखाया गया था इन दैट सिनेमैटिक वो?
सबसे उन्होंने कोई बायस नहीं रखा है. उन्होंने हर किसी का अपना अपना वर्जन बहुत क्लियर तरह से दिखाया है. ऐसा नहीं है कि किसी का कोई वर्जन चेंज हुआ. उन्होंने हर पॉसिबिलिटी, हर एंगल से उन्होंने केस को दर्शाया. किसी की तरफ वो बायस या पार्शियल नहीं हुए. वो चीज़ मुझे अच्छी लगी. शी इज इनोसेंट, शी कुड बी इनोसेंट. अब ये सब परसेप्शन भी बिल्ड हो रहे बिकॉज नाउ शी इज आल्सो पुटिंग अ स्टोरी फॉर्थ, एंड आई एम रियली ग्लैड दैट व्हेन शी अप्रोच्ड मी, फॉर शी वाज इनसाइड फॉर अबाउट 6.5 years. और वो बहुत सारे लॉयर से डील कर चुकी थी, बहुत जगह उनकी केस फाइल्स जा चुकी थी. बट जब व्हेन शी हैड अपॉइंटेड मी, I think 3 months prior to her release, she appointed me. And when she approached me that time, like I also, it was not like when she approached me, okay, I'll take up your case. ऐसा नहीं था मेरे साथ. When she approached me, I told her very professionally, first let me go through the files. If I feel, let me go through it, and then I'll get back to you. Then I'll take it up. She sent her files across. When I went through the charge sheet and I felt that this lady is innocent after going through the depositions of so many witnesses who have already been examined, the forensics, the medical evidence, the depositions, everything, I felt, no, she is innocent. I had that conviction that no, she is innocent. So then that was the only moment I decided to take up the case, and I thought, okay, I'll carry it. I will get her.
I'll fight for it.
Until I have conviction in my client, until I have
you have the
faith,
belief, and
faith
yeah,
in my
it's
client,
important.
Until and unless, how would I actually fight for her?
Like if I have to ask, if given a chance, जैसे अभी Bigg Boss OTT भी आने वाला है, so will you agree to do it all over again? Bigg Boss.
No. बिल्कुल भी नहीं. अब नहीं. ऐसे एक बार एक्सपेरिमेंट के लिए करना था, क्योंकि मैं I have already maintained my stance. I have already maintained everywhere. I have made a statement that was just for the sake of experience. I never went there with the intention to win the show, because otherwise nobody goes. I was like an overnight decision for me, honestly. when I was approached initially, I said no. Later on, I said okay, fine. And that was such an instinctive decision that today evening मुझे पता है कि सलमान खान के साथ स्टेज पे जाना है for all these things. मतलब वो हमारा first day है. And early morning I said, मतलब एक दिन पहले तक मैंने बोल दिया था ना. Early morning अचानक मैंने बोला अच्छा ठीक है हाँ. And because of that decision, of course, दूसरे बहुत contestants के उस पर भी बहुत फर्क पड़ा. Because I said yes, तो others were kept on hold. ऐसा हो गया. तो ऐसा भी हुआ. And then the last moment I said okay मैं करके आती हूँ because मुझे बस एक्सपीरियंस
to have that experience.
मुझे पता है कि अभी मेरी स्केड्यूल इतना बिजी रहता है तो मुझे पता था कि आगे चल के नेक्स्ट ईयर अगर मैं सोच नहीं सकती हूँ क्योंकि आगे तो और
eventually it will get
तो इससे अभी करके आ जाती हूँ. बट आई बी वेरी फ्रैंक, व्हाट माय इंटेंशन वाज टू गो गेट एक्सपीरियंस फॉर अबाउट अ वीक और 2 hours stay and come out is what I wanted. I intended initially to be very honest because in this show मुझे ज़्यादा मतलब ये शो से मुझे कुछ ज़्यादा गेन करने के लिए कुछ नहीं था honestly because I was already famous as a lawyer and ये था और मुझे ऐसा एक्टिंग में तो कोई खास इंटरेस्ट है नहीं तो मुझे ऐसा था कि ठीक है फॉर एन एक्सपीरियंस में जाके देख के आता.
एंड लाइक अगेन अगर कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी आए लाइक खतरों के खिलाड़ी में भी और सम अदर
खतरों के खिलाड़ी मैंने इनफैक्ट इस ईयर के लिए तो बिल्कुल मैंने सोचा था बिल्कुल नहीं करना अभी अच्छा तो हां बिकॉज़ अभी मैं ये
have other people approached you for any such reality
I was in talks even for this show also but then I decided that for now I really am not in the mood because
for खतरों के खिलाड़ी saying हाँ
because anyway this show itself was very taxing to be very honest. Big Boss and all, and especially just imagine me, I'm not even an actor, I'm not even from that industry. I mean, others were used to being in front of the camera all the time and all that, and glam up and all that. I was very real inside. I honestly wanted to show that real personality with that. I used to be there without makeup, in normal, simplest clothes, without any nakhra vakra, and I carried myself in a very dignified manner. In fact, I didn't even go there ऐसे सोच के कि I know my talents, I know I'm a very good dancer, but मैंने ऐसा था नहीं मेरे मन में कि मैं जाके डांस दिखाऊंगी. वरना मैं first day stage पे like others dance, even I would have danced and made an entry. Okay, I'm a lawyer, I can dance too. But ऐसा नहीं था. जब मैं गई तो फिर with each passing week, Big Boss would also always put me under the spotlight.
जो entertainment industry है, if I have to say, ठीक है वहाँ पे ऐसा did you experience any harassment from anyone or anything you thought कि did you feel like an outsider वहाँ पे?
In the show?
Yeah, in the show and with the people.
Honestly, in fact, even in the show, if you see, it's not about being an outsider. Honestly, this whole format was only absolutely for this season. Particularly, मुझे तो बहुत ज़्यादा थोड़ा nonsense लगा कि couples आ रहे हैं. In fact, even मेरी entry वाले दिन भी मैंने सलमान सर को directly बोल दिया था that what the hell is the concept? मतलब it's so partial and biased कि सारे couples काफी 3-4 तो couples डाल दिए. And then me not just being an outsider, in fact even मतलब just going there individually also, and then again of course they have an added advantage over people who are coming. But I was there only for an experience. I didn't have any intention to win. अगर मैं जीतने के intention से जाती तो मैं तो ऐसी हूँ कि मैं जीत के ही निकलूँ. मैं वैसी पर मुझे तो था कि मुझे वैसे भी सिर्फ experience पे जाना है. So I did not get bothered by all these things. But yes, ये कपल्स वाला जो फॉर्मेट था ये मुझे बहुत वियर्ड लगा ऑनेस्टली. यहाँ जहाँ पे आप कपल अब आप अपने हस्बैंड वाइफ के साथ आ रहे हो, बॉयफ्रेंड के साथ आ रहे हो, ऑफ कोर्स यू हैव एन इमोशनल सपोर्ट ऑल द टाइम. अदरवाइज फॉर एंड देन फॉर अस ऑफ कोर्स वी मिस आवर फैमिली एंड आवर डियर एंड ईयर वंस. तो वैसा हो जाता है. वो इमोशनल सपोर्ट का तो अलग ही एडेड एडवांटेज.
Given the status of marital rape in India, so we know कि it's not easy कि बस ऐसे ही फटाफट सब change हो गया या laws are made and changed. It's not easy. It takes a lot of time. So as a woman and as a lawyer yourself, what is your stand on that?
Absolutely, because even marital rape होता है. चाहे वो जैसा भी once a woman is not giving the consent, एक बार आप consent नहीं दे रहे हो, it becomes rape. You may be his wife, पर आपका कंसेंट नहीं है. कंसेंट इज मटीरियल. अगर आपका कंसेंट एक बार द मोमेंट यू विड्रॉ योर कंसेंट बिकम्स रेप, चाहे वो हस्बैंड हो या जो भी आदमी. सो रेप इज रेप. वो मैरिटल रेप है तो वो है और उससे एब्सोल्युटली उससे भी उतना ही उसके लिए उतना ही स्ट्रिक्टली एक्शन लेना चाहिए. बिकॉज इट्स ऑलवेज अ वुमेन्स डिसीजन अल्टीमेटली दैट प्लेज अ की रोल. इफ अ वुमन सेज नो मीन्स नो and no actually means no. Guys, please, you've grown up watching movies, where these stupid characters are saying, hey, इसकी नाम है हाँ. ये सब real life में नहीं होता है. Because actually नाम means ना. No means no. If a woman says no, so better you treat it as no, consider it as no, and don't cross the boundary and don't cross the line. Otherwise, there are lawyers like me who actually ensure that you understand the meaning of no.
No, yeah, that's true. A no is a no, and people really need to understand that. And thanks to lawyers like you, कि already so many people are getting their justice, getting their dues, and I hope this continues ahead. It was a lovely conversation, Sana, really, and thank you so much for your insights, and all the best for your firm as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.